Hey, what's up, y'all? So I wanted to do some commentary over this game that I played of Gholdengo versus my MiniKazam list. Um, this is actually my second attempt because I had a screenshot that I was trying to share of another Gholdengo game that I played that ended interestingly and similarly, somewhat similar. Or I guess it would have, but here, real quick, this is the screenshot that I took. As you can see, my opponent has a fuck ton of cards at the in their hand, 14. And they use some, I guess, a similar list to what the video we're about to see. They have a Gallade and a Curlia up there, and Gholdengo, which are all draw support cards. Unlike the barrel that I use. Literally after this screenshot, they conceded the game. They just quit. I was like, dang, we're doing so good, man. And they were even winning. They were up, uh, one prize card, but they were literally one card away from decking out. So I could understand. But let me throw this down at the bottom so I don't show that screenshot again. And yeah, so to fill in on what happened the first few turns of this game is pretty much got all these guys out. Most of these came out turn one because I'll click on the discard piles here shortly into the video. Evolved up to Alakazam, and I knocked out a Ralts. They evolved up to 2 gold Duolingo. But yeah, that's what they used for the first couple turns, and that's what I used. I'm pretty sure this is technically turn. I think I went first in this game, and I yeah, I evolved first, and then they evolved, and I think that's when I started recording. I evolved, they evolved, then started recording. Yeah. But yeah, so I was trying to see if I'm not recording voice in this video, I need some kind of audio. I don't like the music that they have in this game. But so there's just that ambient drone and the little sound effects. But yeah, again, this was the second game that I played of Gholdengo, and I found it quite interesting. The only critique or gripe that I have about that list is that you burn through your deck so quickly. Like, I think we're only on turn 2 or 3 for each of us, and they have already almost gone through half of their list. So there was another game that I played later that was against like Victini, Magmortor, and forgot what it was. It was some weird fire deck list. But Mimikyu, Paldean Taurus. Yeah, Mimikyu was very not helpful, and I somehow came in clutch. But I didn't record that video, unfortunately, or I didn't capture it on video. So I played that supporter card to get 3 evolution Pokemon and went ahead and got my draw supporter and getting one step closer to getting more Alakazams in play. Used the barrel to get more cards, and pretty sure I attached, to there. And then we just attacked for turn. Now in this next turn, Gholdengo's going to get the knockout on Spiritomb, in which we would end up now tying, because I think on my turn 2 I knocked out its Ralts. And that's how I got my 1 prize card. I think this turn, I think they're going to get their 3rd Duolingo. It's either this turn or the next turn, I don't remember. but they're getting a Ralts. Yeah, okay, it was this turn. And yeah, the thing about Kirlia, discard a card, draw 2 cards, can be helpful with draw support, and as well as Gholdengo. Especially within the active spot, you could draw 2 cards. If it's on the bench, you can draw 1 extra. And that Tulip, I'm not a fan of that because it's a Super Rod +1, but only for Psychic Energy and Pokemon, and it's a supporter. I'd rather just use Super Rod, personally, in my list. It's more of a guarantee. Well, it is a guarantee regardless, but I mean, you're not wasting it on the supporter, and it's just 1 less of Pokemon or energy. So that Hero's Cape is actually going to come in clutch later, and not really come in clutch, but it was insurance. Needless to say, I'm pretty sure I Iono'd here. Yeah. As much as I didn't want to, I wasn't going to take a risk on getting just 1 single card, so I'd rather just have an extra hand whilst also giving them a fresh hand. And I'm pretty sure I just attacked for turn at this point. I might have droned 1, yeah, just to see what I get. And then, yeah, then attacked for turn. And I don't remember what happened next. Don't remember. Oh, I think this was the game too where they used a lot of their time limit. Like right now it's at 19 minutes. I think it went down to like 10 minutes. So they're gonna get Kirlia, and I think I don't remember exactly what happened. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to be wrong. But I think they get a knockout on the Kadabra that I have. They play Boss's Orders. I think they get Boss's Orders, they bring out my Kadabra. And I think at some point with the mouse, I'm going to like circle around Alakazams because I was like, oh, they're going to get one of these. They're going to pull out these and start like taking jabs at that. Oh, but they do later. But they miss. You'll see. That's what I was talking about for like the Hero's Cape. So now we're just waiting. You see that I'm spam clicking. Just like, come on. What are you doing? Yeah, I want to thank y'all for watching at least almost 9 minutes of this video thus far. Hope you enjoy it. Interesting little matches here that I like sharing with y'all. So yeah, they attacked with 2 energy. Yep, I remember that. And learned that Mimikyu is unaffected by EX Pokemon. So they need to come up with some other strategy to take jabs at Mimikyu. So I boss ordered up their Kirlia because I didn't want them to try to get Gallade. So denying that and taking a knockout on it. I think this next turn was when they brought up Kadabra. And if you're watching it this far, you're probably wondering, hey, why are you doing commentary? Why are you watching a video on it through Media Player? Well, I made a community post yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. That my mic wasn't working, and that's why I recorded this video without any, me commentating while I was playing. Was because my mic wasn't working, but I have it now, so I was like, oh, I'll just do commentary over it. So they have another Gallade, but they evolved a Curlia this turn, so they can't evolve it. Yeah, this is where they're gonna bring up Kadabra. See there, that's where I'm circling, like, ooh, they're gonna get one of these. And I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, why? I have this, and as long as they don't Iona or anything, or do anything to, you know, shuffle my hand back in my deck, I can just scoop them back up. But I think he switches to bring in Duolingo and yeah, he switches, and then he gets the knockout on Kadabra. And I was like, well, yeah, I was going between those two cards. Like, well, if he knocks him out, I can just super rod him back in. Whatever. Now, another thing I want to say, don't be discouraged by the 19 cards, because here in a second, we're going to get the knockout on this Gholdengo. And we're almost halfway in the video, but kind of like the screenshot that I shared a moment ago, we're going to have a similar situation. And, you know, like from the screenshot, my opponent had 14 cards in their hand, 1 left in their deck, and couldn't really do anything else. And this is why I'm not a fan of this Gholdengo list, is because you just burn through your deck so quickly. It's like giving your girlfriend a credit card with a $10,000 limit, and she literally goes fucking nuts with it. So I play the Super Rod and get those back in my deck. What did I do here? I don't remember what I did. I think I probably just attacked. Yeah, just attack for knockout. Mimikyu and energy. So they bring up Curlia. Now, do they have another Duolingo in their hand to evolve? They might. They ought to have like an Ultra Ball or something. Great Ball. I couldn't remember what they were playing, but one of the lists that I was playing against earlier today was only using Great Balls, no Ultra Balls, which I thought was weird. Interesting, but weird. So yeah, they get Gallade up, and yeah, search your deck for a supporter card. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep, and then they get the Gholdengo, Duolingo. Oh, and they played Iona, which I think benefited me. So Kadabra and Rare Candy, which, whatever, not a good hand, but I used the barrel next turn to draw 2, and then add the draw for turn. Yeah, I went ahead and threw that down just to, you know, have one more card draw. So, I'm pretty sure I only wanted to play Boss's Orders. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I would have played Iona because I don't want to take my chance in my opponent getting any more energy that they might have. So I chose the Gholdengo with no energy. Well, one of them. The one with it. And even if they have energy in hand, they cannot... Okay, so it wasn't this list I was using the Ultra Balls. Probably the Victini one that I was playing against earlier. Which I don't know if I said this already before, but yeah, the Victini list that I played against, I didn't get that on video. I wish I did. It was actually quite a very it was more interesting than this game. Because the Gholdengo list that I played against, I was just kind of like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you burning through your your deck so bad? Like a second ago, they just had 19 cards. Now they're down to 11. And it's going to go down quicker. I miss double colorless energy sometimes. I wish they brought it back. But, because like, if I were in their shoes, I would have just attached Psychic and DCE to Gallade to take swings at Mimikyu. You know, but you gotta play one Psychic and two other energy, which is just a little... Go back for a second. I think I clicked on the, we're on, what, turn 7? Yeah. See, now they had 11 cards a moment ago, now they're down to 8. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, how you burn through your deck so quick. It's just ridiculous. And they could do that one more time. So for some reason they attached to there, knowing damn well that they're not going to be able to attack Mimikyu. And I think, yeah, I was like, look, 11 minutes left. Like, they burned up so much time. And to be fair, when I play chess, that's timed. I burn a lot of time too. I sit there and I really think. Yeah, the boss's orders. This is where the cape's gonna come in clutch, because they're gonna bring up one of the Alakazams, and they're going to do massive damage, almost emotional, and the Alakazam, and he's almost got the knockout. Almost. Check this out. Look, their entire hand was energy. So I don't remember what I did, and I didn't want to Iono because they have no cards. Like, I don't want to give them a fresh hand, so I yeah, throwing them down, and then barrel. See, yeah, there's the cape. Boom, insurance. You're gonna have to do a little more damage to get out my my Alakazam, buddy. And you think, wait, did I not? Wait a second. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Look, look, look. Go back. 120 damage. Oh, you can't see my mouse. But 120 damage on their Gholdengo. I could have won right there. But for some reason I didn't. Because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, look, I could have done 240 damage. Definitely would have gotten the knockout. But for some fucking reason, I retreated. What the hell? Hold on. Watch, watch. I was like, I had my mouse over it and everything. What was I thinking? I guess they're probably thinking, oh, this dude's fucking with me. That wasn't my intention. I was not thinking. Straight up. But yeah, that was a nice top deck for them to get 4 cards. Which, I mean, really at this point for me, and I already had the game in the bag. Now they have 2 cards in their deck. It puts 2 supporters from their discard into their deck, which gets them back up to 4. They're gonna get a boss's orders. I know that. Yeah, they're gonna try to put more cards back in their deck, which I don't blame them. You're literally about to deck out. And at this point, I remember I was telling myself, I was like, you have 7 energy, discard 3 in play. How much more energy do you have? How many more energy retrievals, superior energy retrievals do you have? And I think they done played them all. I would have think, because they probably would have played it by now if they did. And now they're out of cards. So I was like, oh, they're just gonna deck out. So here in a second, you're gonna see me spamming the intern button like I didn't do anything. I think they just pass. I don't think they did anything. So I just won by them decking out. Yeah, I got my mouse already over there. I'm just like, come on. What are you doing? Look, you're out of cards. Yep. You see me clicking. And then I win. It was yeah, Gholdengo. Side down. Good game, dude. But Gholdengo ain't the way. And if you come up ever against Alakazam EX again, I would suggest like making an edit to that list. Have another attacker in case you come across Mimikyu. That's I don't know. Gholdengo is a good draw supporter and can be a good attacker. Just needs better ways to. I don't like superior energy because you got to discard 2 cards to get 4 energy back, and yeah, it's and then using Kirlia and Gallade. Like Gallade's cool to like search for a supporter card like right then and there, whichever supporter card you want. Kirlia, it's weird. But yeah, that's another MiniKazam video for you.